Between the vast mountains of the north and the shimmering South China Sea lies a land of ancient secrets. This is Vietnam, a country shaped by time and tide. Here, nature has sculpted a world of breathtaking beauty. Towering limestone karsts rise from the earth like sleeping dragons. Their jagged peaks pierce the clouds, standing as silent sentinels over a hidden kingdom. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and wild blossoms. It carries whispers of a world untouched, a place where mystery lingers in every shadow and every sunbeam. One feels a sense of profound stillness here, as if holding one's breath before a great revelation. The land itself seems to breathe. A gentle wind sighs through the valleys, a sound that has echoed here for millennia. It is a sound of patience, of waiting. The mountains hold their secrets close, their sheer faces carved by wind and rain into expressions of stoic grandeur. Far below, the world unfolds in shades of green and blue. The very geography of this place suggests a story waiting to be told. It is a narrative written not in words, but in stone, water, and jungle. One is compelled to move slowly, to listen intently, for the land speaks only to those who are patient. This is a cradle of life, a place where the line between myth and reality feels beautifully blurred. Ancient legends speak of dragons descending from the heavens to protect this land, their bodies forming the islands and mountains we see today. Looking out across the emerald waters, it is easy to believe. The silence is not empty, it is filled with the quiet hum of existence. The slow, deliberate pulse of nature governs all things. Every rustle in the leaves, every ripple on the water, feels like a clue, a small piece of a much larger, more magnificent puzzle that we are only just beginning to perceive. As the sun climbs higher, it casts long, dramatic shadows that shift and change, revealing new textures and contours in the landscape. The world awakens, but it does so gently. There are no sudden movements, no jarring sounds. Instead, there is a gradual unfolding, like a lotus flower opening its petals to the morning light. The air grows warmer, carrying the distant calls of unseen birds. One gets the sense that just around the next bend, beyond the veil of mist, lies a wonder more spectacular than anything imagined. The journey into the heart of Vietnam has only just begun. We venture now into the high country, where the world is reduced to sky and stone. The air grows thin and cool, carrying the clean scent of pine and altitude. Here, in the northern highlands, the mountains are giants. Their powerful shoulders are draped in blankets of thick, verdant forest, their heads often lost in a sea of swirling cloud. Roads wind like silken ribbons through the passes, each turn revealing a vista more dramatic than the last. The scale is immense, almost overwhelming. It makes one feel small, a temporary visitor in a realm governed by timeless forces. The wind is the only constant companion, its voice a low moan as it sweeps across the exposed ridgelines. Life in these high altitudes moves at a different pace. It is a rhythm dictated by seasons and survival. On a distant slope, a family of Delacour's langurs moves with unhurried grace. Their black and white forms are stark against the deep green foliage. They leap from branch to branch, not with frantic energy, but with a slow, deliberate confidence. Each movement is precise, economical. They pause often, their dark, intelligent eyes surveying their domain. They are the quiet inhabitants of this vertical world, their presence a testament to the resilience of life in the most challenging of environments. Their stillness is a form of communication, a silent acknowledgement of our presence. The soundscape up here is subtle, a symphony of quietude. The roar of the world below is replaced by the whisper of wind through bamboo groves and the faint trickle of water seeping from moss-covered rocks. Occasionally, the silence is punctuated by the call of a crested Argus pheasant, a sound that echoes strangely in the thin air, seeming to come from all directions at once. To stand here is to feel the immense power and peace of solitude. It is a place for contemplation, where the noise of human endeavor fades away, leaving only the pure elemental voice of nature in its most majestic form. As dusk approaches, the mountains begin to reveal their true magic. The setting sun paints the clouds in hues of orange, pink, and deep violet. The valleys fill with shadows, transforming the landscape into a mysterious world of silhouettes. The temperature drops, and a profound hush descends upon the highlands. It feels as if the mountains are settling down for the night, pulling their misty blankets close around them. There is a feeling of suspense in the air, a sense that the night holds its own secrets, and that the creatures of the dark are just beginning to stir in the deep, silent forests below. Descending from the rugged highlands, we enter a landscape of sculpted green. This is the world of the rice paddy, a breathtaking mosaic of terraces that cascade down the hillsides like a liquid emerald staircase. For generations, human hands have worked in harmony with nature to create this astonishing spectacle. Each terrace is a small, contained world, a shallow pool of water reflecting the vast sky above. The sheer artistry is staggering. The curving lines of the earthen banks follow the natural contours of the land, creating patterns that are both functional and deeply beautiful. It is a living tapestry, constantly changing with the seasons. The air here is warm and humid, heavy with the smell of wet soil and growing things. The sound is one of gentle, constant motion. The gurgle of water flowing through bamboo aqueducts, the soft squelch of a water buffalo's hooves as it plods patiently through a flooded field. These magnificent animals move with a slow, ponderous rhythm, their powerful bodies perfectly adapted to this environment. They are the steadfast partners in this agricultural dance, their presence as integral to the landscape as the rice itself. They pause, water dripping from their muzzles, and gaze with placid, ancient eyes, seemingly lost in contemplation. This is a world of intricate detail. If you look closely, you can see the tiny shoots of rice pushing up through the water, their bright green tips a promise of the harvest to come. Dragonflies with iridescent wings hover in the still air, their movements sharp and precise. Small fish dart in the shallow water, their silver scales flashing in the sunlight. It is a complex ecosystem, a miniature wetland teeming with life. The quiet hum is deceptive. This is a place of immense activity, but it all happens at a pace that requires patience to observe. It is nature's delicate and deliberate choreography on full display. As the day wears on, the light changes, and the colors of the paddies shift and deepen. What was bright green in the morning sun becomes a deep, lustrous jade in the late afternoon. The reflections on the water become sharper, mirroring the clouds and the surrounding hills with perfect clarity. A sense of profound peace settles over the landscape. This is not the dramatic, imposing peace of the mountains, but a softer, more nurturing tranquility. It is the peace of sustenance, of life, of a deep and enduring connection between people and the land that supports them. All water in this land eventually finds its way to the great rivers. These are the arteries of Vietnam, pulsing with life and carrying the stories of the mountains to the sea. We find ourselves on the banks of a wide, slow-moving river, its surface the color of milky coffee, laden with the rich silt of the highlands. The current is powerful but quiet, a silent, inexorable force shaping the world around it. Along the banks, dense curtains of water coconut and mangrove create a wall of green, their roots tangled together in a complex embrace that holds the land against the patient pull of the water. The river is, a world unto itself, a moving habitat for a unique array of creatures. A smooth-coated otter, sleek and dark, breaks the surface with barely a ripple. It glides through the water with effortless grace, its powerful tail propelling it forward. It pauses, treading water, its head held high as its whiskers twitch, testing the air for scents. Then, with a flick of its tail, it disappears beneath the surface, leaving only a small circle of expanding rings to mark its presence. The river holds its secrets well, offering only fleeting glimpses of the vibrant life that thrives within and along its banks. The sounds of the river are a gentle, hypnotic lullaby. The soft lapping of water against the muddy banks, the rustle of wind in the palm fronds, and the distant, throaty croak of a bullfrog. Occasionally, a kingfisher, a flash of electric blue and orange, will dive into the water with a small splash, emerging a moment later with a tiny fish in its beak. These moments of sudden, vibrant action are brief interruptions in the overwhelming sense of calm. For the most part, life on the river unfolds in a slow, unhurried procession, a timeless parade of quiet moments. As the sun begins to set, the river transforms. The water catches the fiery colors of the sky, turning the brown surface into a canvas of liquid gold and crimson. The silhouettes of fishing boats drift slowly downstream, their occupants moving with the practiced, economical gestures of those who have spent a lifetime on the water. The air cools, and the evening chorus of insects begins to rise from the banks. The river continues its silent journey into the night, a constant, reassuring presence, carrying with it the very essence of the land it nourishes, flowing ever onward toward the vast, mysterious sea. Our journey concludes where the rivers meet the ocean, on the endless shores of the South China Sea. Here, the landscape opens up into a vast expanse of sky, sand, and water. The horizon is a clean, sharp line, a boundary between two shades of blue. The scale is, honestly, humbling. The steady, rhythmic roar of the surf replaces the quiet whispers of the forest and the gentle murmurs of the river. This is a place of primal power, where the immense energy of the ocean relentlessly sculpts the land. Fine, pale sand stretches for miles, dotted with weathered fishing boats pulled up beyond the reach of the high tide. Even in this dynamic environment, there is a sense of stillness. In the shallow lagoons and estuaries hidden behind the dunes, life proceeds at a more measured pace. A flock of black-faced spoonbills wades through the shallows, their unique spatulate bills sweeping from side to side as they search for food. Their movements are synchronized, a slow, graceful ballet. They are patient hunters, their white feathers stark against the muted tones of the mudflats. They are coastal nomads, their lives governed by the rise and fall of the tide, a timeless rhythm that has shaped this coastline for eons. The sensory details of the coast are powerful. The salty tang of the air, the feeling of the sun on one's skin, and the constant, soothing sound of the waves. It is a sound that both energizes and calms, a reminder of the planet's ceaseless motion. Walking along the water's edge, one finds treasures left by the tide, intricate shells, smooth sea glass, and the tangled forms of seaweed. Each object tells a story of a journey through the vast, deep ocean, a world that remains largely hidden from our view, adding to the profound sense of mystery that pervades this land. From the misty peaks of its northern mountains to the sun-drenched shores of its coast, Vietnam is a land of profound and resilient beauty. It is a place that does not give up its secrets easily. It asks for patience, for quiet observation, for a willingness to immerse oneself in its rhythms. The true magic of this country lies not just in its stunning landscapes, but in the feeling of antiquity and mystery that permeates the very air. To journey through Vietnam is to be constantly reminded of the deep, enduring power of nature, and to leave with a sense of wonder that lingers long after the journey is over.